When I first heard about buying oversold stocks, I thought it sounded like a silver bullet. It's tempting, right? The idea that you can just jump in after everyone else panics and ride the bounce upward, like catching a falling knife and hoping not to get stabbed. Oversold just means that a stock's gotten beaten up, usually by 20% or more over a short time. Think of it like a yard sale, but instead of old bikes, you're looking at companies everyone has kicked to the curb. Not always bargains, sometimes just junk. But here's the catch. 99% of people face. They don't know what oversold actually means or how to spot it. So, they end up buying stocks that still have a lot of downward room left. That's the mistake. That's money burning. Most people use indicators like RSI, Relative Strength Index, to spot these setups. RSI dipping below 30 is the classic signal, but sometimes stocks stay oversold for weeks. My friend lost $5,000 thinking RSI was magic. Pro tip, always combine indicators, don't rely on just one. It's not just about the numbers, though. You have to understand why a stock was oversold. Did they just report a bad quarter, or did the CEO quit to become a llama farmer? Context matters. Sometimes stocks are cheap for a reason. I usually scan for stocks hit by panic headlines. Maybe a bank misses earnings and everyone freaks out. The stock tanks 25% in a week. That's when I dig. If it's a one-time blip, I'll put it on my watch list. 30 minutes of research here can save you 3 months of regret. Step by step, start by identifying stocks that have dropped 20% or more in less than a month. Scan with RSI under 30. Then look for heavy volume. Volume tells you the panic is real, not just bots trading with each other. Next, dig into the why. Read news. Check earnings call transcripts. Pro-level move. Read the SEC filings when everyone else is running for the exits. You'll often find actual answers to whether a stock deserves the beating, not just analyst sound bites. Once you've picked a candidate, plan your entry like you'd plan a beach trip in Portland. Figure out the risks. Set a buy target a bit above recent lows. Never go all in. Nibble in pieces. If the sell-off's real, you don't want to be the hero who catches the full falling knife. Set a stop loss and don't get cute. The pain point for most people is betting the farm and freezing as the stock falls another 10%. My rule? Preset your pain threshold. If it hits, get out and don't look back. Survival is underrated in this game. Don't expect instant miracles. Sometimes oversold bounces happen in days, sometimes months. The best wins I've ever had were when I bought with patience and waited 90 days while everyone else forgot about the stock entirely. The best, a 40% pop on a forgotten chipmaker. Final tip, track every oversold buy you make. Write down your logic, entry, exit, and the result. This is surgical. Do it 50 times and your brain will start seeing patterns like Neo seeing the Matrix. Painful lessons, sure, but the numbers don't lie. And that's why the oversold stock strategy is more like art than science. You can automate the screens, but if you ignore the context, your pain is just beginning. Trust me, Scott from Portland knows. Sometimes the best value is knowing when to walk away from a dumpster fire.